What's up, guys? I'm finally making my first video from home and hope to do this a lot more often. Again, my channel, the name is The Broke Investor. The point of the channel is for the less fortunate, the middle class or lower, to learn along with me and how to make money off of investing in dividend paying stocks. So I wanted to make a video just diving into one particular stock that I have been very interested in and I want to be a long time holder on. This stock, the name is 3M, ticker symbol MMM. So let's get started. So I wrote down quite a few facts about 3M, and then I'll go over them, then I'll talk about the board. So some facts that you may be interested in. Again, 3M is an old company, and everyone knows, for the most part, that they have multiple products, including Scotch tape. But let me go over some facts about the company. The company was founded in 1902 as a mining company. They were previously known as Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company. That's obviously where the name 3M came from. They are headquartered in Maplewood, Minnesota. 3M is diversified through multiple business segments, being industrial, safety and graphics, healthcare, electronics, and energy. They have a wide range of products, about 55,000 to be exact, consisting of adhesives, abrasives, laminates, passive fire and personal protective equipment, electronic materials, medical and car care products, electronic circuits, healthcare software, and optical films. Is that enough? Is that enough diversity? 3M was the first company to use office voicemail when it became available in 1980. Useless fact, but it's interesting. Neil Armstrong walked on the moon wearing space boots with soles made of synthetic materials from 3M. 3M was one of the first American companies to establish a global presence. The main competitors of 3M, in case you're worried, General Electric and Honeywell. Also, I mentioned Scotch tape. That is their main product. Scotch tape was invented by a college dropout named Richard Drew from Minnesota, who worked for a small sandpaper company known at the time as 3M, Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company. So those were 10 facts about 3M. Hope you enjoyed them. I'll just go through some financial information and the top holders, then we'll get into the board. So 3M has raised their dividend 59 consecutive years. I mean, if you don't love that, then this is not the right channel for you. The last 3 years, the annual dividend increase was actually greater than 11%. So not only are they raising it, they're raising it pretty well. Does anyone get an 11% raise every year from their job? Probably not. Think of it that way. Their payout ratio is 52.5%. which is good. Obviously, they can afford to pay their dividend, and they have room to continually grow it. Their market cap is $124.7 billion. I mean, they're no Apple or Amazon, but come on. That's pretty damn good. Their top 5 holders of institutional holdings. Vanguard Group is number 1, about 8%. State Street Corp, number 2, about 7%. BlackRock Inc., number 3, about 6%. Massachusetts Financial and FMR LLC are 4 and 5, about 1%. So, I mean, no particular holding will make or break 3M, so that's good to know. Now, I wrote down some interesting facts about 3M. Obviously, they've been around a long time, so even before 1970, but I figured I don't want to go back too far, because some of you may have been around since 1970, so this is some good information. So in 1970, the stock was $5.62 a share. The annual dividend was 8 cents. In 1980, the stock price was $7.58 and the dividend was 35 cents. I'm not going to keep going, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, up until today, 2018, stock price is $213.12 a share. Estimated dividend, $5.44. I mean, that's pretty damn good growth when you look at the chart. And an important factor, as I mentioned, they've been raising their dividend 59 straight years, right? That goes even way beyond this. So, they've been raising it through market crashes. There have been 4 market crashes in between this chart here. 1987, Black Monday, 2008, 2009, the financial crisis, and 2010, the flash crisis. So, or the flash crash, they called it. So they survived multiple stock market crashes. So if you're worried about that, that should give you a great comfort level. Also, I just wanted to mention what would happen if in 1970 someone bought you $100 worth of 3M. Well, that would have got you approximately 18 shares. And that first year, you would have made $1.46 in dividends. In 10 years, in 1980, well, these numbers here are stock splits. So which basically I have the years here. They split 2-1 1972, 2-1 87, 2-1 94, 2-1 in 2003. So the drastic increases are because of the stock splits, which are mentioned here. So you owned 18 shares when someone purchased that for you in 1970, but in 1980 there was a split in between there. So now you own 36 shares. So your capital is now $269.75, and your annual dividend payout is now $12.46. Pretty good, not great, but pretty good. 10 years later, the stock split again. Again, this is I know it would be 72 normally, but it's based on I did it in decimal, so it rounds up or down. So, owning 71 shares, your capital is now $1,461.21 in 1990. Your dividend payout is $51.96 for the year. Again, that's pretty good. 20 years. Here's where we get interesting. 30 years later, in the year 2000, your capital would now be $7,064.77 because you own 142 shares. Your dividend payout would then be $165.12. Not too damn bad, right? Now, 10 years later, another split. You own 285 shares. Capital, $24,318.86. Your dividend payouts per year, $597.86. And again, that's pretty damn good coming from where you were, $1. 2018, which is where we are at today. So again, if someone bought you $100, basically gave you $100 back in 1970, which was worth today about $653.91 per some calculator I used online. But you would have a capital of $60,000, $674.73. Again, $60,674.73 in capital. Dividend payout, $1,548.75. Also keep in mind, all of these dividend payouts throughout the prior years, these shares you're being held are only based on the original. So if you did the DRIP plan, the dividend reinvesting plan, these numbers would be a lot bigger. Just keep that in mind. This is just assuming the dividends that are getting paid out are being used for cash for something else. So if I did this chart using the dividend reinvesting, obviously it would look even better. But I think this is enough for you guys to say, okay, wow, if I bought, something today, even only $100 worth, what would it turn into, 30, 40 years from now? So, or 48 years in this case. But again, 3M has a great history. I think they're a trustworthy company, but I'm no financial advisor, obviously. But I wanted to make this video to dig deep into the company called 3M. And I wanted to, again, finally make my first at-home video instead of in the car. So, once again, the point of my channel, I invest in stocks that pay dividends. I hope to eventually live off these dividends, so I do not have to rely on an employer to pay me money. So the plan is to invest in secure and diversified dividend-paying stocks that will pay me until I croak, and then one day I'll pass on these dividend-paying stocks to my son, and it'll go on and on and on. So, I think 3M is a great company, but do your own research. Look at the income statements, look at the balance sheet. You'll also be impressed there. But any questions or comments, please leave them below. Hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more.